Right now, imagine the power goes out. Your room hasn't changed. Your furniture is still exactly where you left it. The walls haven't moved. Nothing is obviously different. And yet, within seconds, your brain starts asking uncomfortable questions. What was that sound? Did something just move? Maybe I should turn on my phone's flashlight, just in case. It's strange when you think about it. Darkness itself can't hurt you. It's simply the absence of light. But for millions of people, darkness feels dangerous. Why? The answer isn't ghosts or monsters. It's evolution. To understand why your heart beats a little faster when the lights go out, we have to travel back, not hundreds or even thousands of years, but millions, long before there were cities, houses, or electric lights, back to a world where the dark really could kill you. Our story begins in Africa. Around 6 to 7 million years ago, the earliest human ancestors lived in landscapes filled with predators. Lions, giant hyenas, saber-toothed cats, crocodiles, massive snakes. Humans weren't the hunters yet. They were often the hunted. Unlike many predators, early humans didn't have sharp claws, powerful jaws, or incredible speed. Instead, they relied on something else: vision. Humans evolved remarkable daytime eyesight. We see colors extremely well. We recognize faces instantly. We notice tiny movements. But compared to many animals, our night vision is terrible. Cats have a reflective layer behind their retinas that helps them gather light. Owls have enormous eyes specialized for darkness. Even many mammals can detect movement at night far better than we can. Humans? We're basically blind after sunset. That meant nighttime transformed the world. During the day, early humans could spot danger from a distance. At night, everything disappeared. Every bush could hide a predator. Every sound became suspicious. Imagine hearing footsteps without seeing what made them. Your brain doesn't know whether it's the wind or something that wants dinner. If you guessed wrong, there wasn't another chance. Natural selection rewarded caution. Over thousands upon thousands of generations, individuals who treated uncertain situations as potentially dangerous were simply more likely to survive. Psychologists sometimes call this a false alarm bias. Imagine you're walking through tall grass. You hear a rustle. Maybe it's only the wind. Maybe it's a snake. If you assume it's the wind and you're wrong, that's a terrible day. If you assume it's a snake and you're wrong, you wasted 2 seconds. Evolution strongly favors the second option. Better to panic unnecessarily than fail to panic once. Your brain still follows that ancient rule. That's why shadows sometimes look like people. Why hanging clothes become monsters. Why tree branches seem to move. Your brain isn't malfunctioning. It's making the safest possible guess with incomplete information. Here's another fascinating clue. Researchers studying the human brain have found that uncertainty itself increases anxiety. Not knowing what's there is often scarier than seeing the actual object. That's why horror movies often hide the monster. Once you clearly see it, some of the fear disappears. Darkness works the same way. It hides information. And your imagination fills the gaps. But here's something that changed everything: fire. Evidence from sites like Wonderwork Cave in South Africa suggests that controlled use of fire may date back around 1 million years. Fire did much more than provide warmth. It pushed back the darkness. For perhaps the first time, humans could create small islands of safety at night. Predators often avoided flames. Light allowed people to see approaching danger. Groups gathered together. Stories were told. Tools were repaired. Meals were shared. Some anthropologists even argue that these evenings around the fire helped shape human language and culture. Think about that. Something as ordinary as sitting around a campfire may have changed what it meant to be human, but the darkness never completely lost its power. Even today, your senses work differently after sunset. Vision becomes less reliable. Your hearing suddenly feels sharper. Tiny sounds seem louder. Your attention shifts automatically. You're constantly scanning. The funny part is that this happens even when you're perfectly safe. Locked doors, security cameras, streetlights, neighbors. None of that existed for almost all of human history. Electric lighting, for example, is only about 150 years old. Modern humans have existed for roughly 300,000 years. That means for over 99.9% of our existence. Night meant genuine risk. Your brain has had almost no evolutionary time to adjust. Scientists have also found that children almost everywhere tend to develop a fear of darkness without anyone teaching it directly. Specific fears vary across cultures, but fear of hidden danger at night appears remarkably common. That's probably because darkness isn't frightening by itself. It's what darkness prevents you from seeing. Interestingly, other animals reveal the opposite pattern. Many nocturnal predators become more confident after sunset. Owls begin hunting. Wolves become active. Big cats start moving. For them, darkness is an advantage. For our ancestors, it usually wasn't. That mismatch shaped us. Even our folklore reflects it. Across cultures, dangerous creatures almost always emerge after dark. Whether it's vampires in Europe, ghosts in Asia, or mysterious spirits in Africa and the Americas, nighttime becomes the stage for fear. These stories aren't proof that monsters exist. They're proof that humans everywhere inherited similar instincts. Culture gave those instincts different faces. Biology supplied the emotion. Of course, not everyone fears the dark equally. Experience matters. If you grow up camping, hiking, or spending time outdoors at night, darkness often feels more familiar. Exposure teaches your brain that many nighttime environments are safe. But even experienced campers will tell you something interesting. A perfectly ordinary forest feels completely different after sunset. The sounds change. The visibility disappears. Your imagination wakes up. Same forest, different brain. Researchers have even observed that people become more alert when walking alone in darkness. Heart rate rises. Attention narrows. Small noises capture immediate focus. It's an automatic survival mode that activates long before conscious thought catches up. And honestly, that's not such a bad thing. Most ancient instincts still have value. Being cautious in unfamiliar places at night can genuinely keep you safer. The problem comes when ancient survival systems react to situations that aren't actually dangerous, like a pile of laundry in your bedroom. Poor laundry gets blamed for everything. So here's the full picture. Millions of years ago, our ancestors lived among predators that hunted after sunset. Their excellent daytime vision became a weakness at night. Evolution rewarded brains that assumed the worst whenever information was missing. Then came fire, creating the first safe pockets of light. Later came villages, cities, and eventually electricity. The world changed. Our brains didn't change nearly as quickly. So the next time you reach for your phone's flashlight after hearing an unexpected sound in the dark, remember this. You're experiencing one of humanity's oldest survival instincts, not because darkness is inherently dangerous, but because, for almost all of human history, it really was. And maybe that's one of the most fascinating things about being human. The modern world changes in decades. The human mind carries memories written over millions of years. If you enjoy exploring the surprising origins of everyday human behavior, please hit the like and subscribe button to see more stories in the future.